We're going to turn now to the situation with the friend of accused Jeffrey Epstein, or the woman who's been accused of this, Ghislaine Maxwell. She says she now plans to use a secret stockpile of Epstein's sex tapes to protect herself from federal charges. This just one day after the former socialite was moved from a jail in New Hampshire to a jail in Brooklyn to await trial on 4 counts of sex trafficking minors and 2 counts of perjury for allegedly acting as Epstein's fixers. For more on this, let's welcome in Brett Tolman now. He's a former federal prosecutor and the founder of the Tolman Group. Brett, great to see you.
Great to see you, John. Thanks.
All right, so talk to us about Maxwell now. She says she has these sex tapes. A lot of people say there are very powerful people concerned about what she might say. But we also saw the Epstein situation, and people still don't believe that he actually killed himself. But talk to us about what type of security Ghislaine Maxwell is now under while she sits in federal custody.
Well, right now it's probably as high as the security could be, given what happened with Epstein and the controversy and the lack of answers that we have. And a lot of people are very concerned that, she's not going to be able to be in court and testifying about what she knows. And that's really her only ability to help herself at this point.
Now, we're hearing about heads of state, members of the royal family implicated in this. When you have somebody who potentially has so much information, talk to us about what you think she might be actually discussing with federal prosecutors and how the proffer process works.
So what's going to happen, they're going to offer her a queen for a day meeting or briefings, and maybe several of them. A queen for a day means that they'll let her tell them everything she knows. They won't use any of what she says against her personally, but instead they'll use it against those that she's accusing if there is, in fact, a probable cause that a crime has occurred. And those briefings will be many, and they will be well attended. You will have highest levels of the Department of Justice and the FBI.
Including the Attorney General himself?
I doubt the Attorney General, but you may be as high as the Deputy Attorney General. In the Department of Justice, given some of the circumstances, and you certainly will have the highest, levels of the FBI. The only way she can help herself is by doing this proffer and by giving enough evidence that the government will later then file a motion on her behalf to lower her sentence, which is called a 5K 1.1 motion. And that just means that she is cooperating with the government. If they file that, that's the only way she can get that potential life sentence that she's facing down to something around 15 to 20 years, probably.
So we know she has the incentive to do this, and this negotiation is ongoing right now. And probably not a coincidence that she came back from Europe on her own accord. This conversation has been going on for a while, right?
Yeah, her attorneys, they're doing the right thing, working with the government as opposed to holding out. It may mean that she's going to have to be in custody and under observation until.
Well, a lot of people want to make sure she stays alive so this information can see the light of day, and we'll wait for these reports as it comes out in the discovery process. But a lot to learn here. Brett Tolman, is always great to see you, sir. Thanks so much for your time.
Thanks, John.
All right.